How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the That Mill Podcast YouTube channel. My name's Omer. If you're new around here, this is my predicted lineup video for the Millwall game tonight against Fulham. I've also merged together our weekly predictions for the Championship table here today, where we do our little head-to-head News and Then Prediction League. But firstly, we're going to do our squad selector video, where we're going to choose who I think the starting 11 will be tonight that Gary Rowett might pick for Millwall. So we're going to start in goal. I think it's no-brainer, obviously. Bart Wilkowski. Okay, some people were a bit critical of him on the weekend, potentially saying he could have got to that free kick. Obviously, Brereton Diaz header there. I personally think he could have really done anything, and he wasn't really asked upon to do any much else on Saturday. So, yeah, I think Bart Wilkowski will continue in goal, and obviously Long's going to be hot on his heels, I think, this season. But Bart is our back-to-back player of the season, as I always say in these videos. In the heart of defence, unfortunately for us, it seems Sean Hutchin will be potentially out for the rest of the month. I reckon Murray Wallace will deputise there and continue in his position there from Saturday's game. Obviously, it was unexpected for him to play there in that position on Saturday. We all expected Hutchin to play, who unfortunately has a quad injury, and he's out now, obviously, like I said, for the rest of the month. But Murray Wallace, I thought, was really solid on Saturday and done no harm to his good to obviously play today against Fulham. A side that will be coming quick at us, and obviously I think he'll be able to deal with it, and hopefully will contribute to a good performance for Millwall today. Left side centre-half, I think again it'll be unchanged. Jake Cooper. Again, no-brainer. Obviously, a threat in both boxes. Hopefully, against a Fulham side, maybe we can try and score a set piece or two, because I think, Fulham will be a good footballing side, going to come at us thick and fast. So I think if we have Cooper in the side, hopefully we'll play for a couple of set pieces, some corners. We might be able to kind of lean our way into the game and have an edge there, and hopefully contribute to a win. Who knows? Right centre-half, it's going to be Dan Ballard again. I think, he was quality on Saturday. Obviously, provided that great assist of the assist, so to speak. A diagonal ball over to Scott Malone, who was playing left wing back. Straight ball across the box to Jed Wallace to put us 1-0 up. And Ballard's ball was obviously a huge contribution to that goal. So I really like him. Solid tackler. Really, really good on the ball. And obviously doesn't shirk away from a header as well. And for Millwall fans, that's just top draw for us. Right wing back, I was tempted to put Marlon in. Obviously, Romeo played last Tuesday against Portsmouth, but I think Danny Mack should continue in this game against Fulham. I think it's kind of a London derby, under the lights at the Den. I think he will rise to the occasion, atmosphere-wise as well. He's one of us, a Millwall fan, and I think for me, he should play at right wing back and hopefully continue putting good performances like he did on Saturday. Left wing back, I'm going to go with Scott Malone. No-brainer again. Scott Malone's obviously been an ever-present on that left side since, last season, really. And on Saturday's assist for Jed Wallace's goal was top. He'd done the right thing, really, just get it across the box. Obviously, it was a bit, bobbly ball, so to speak. But to do that, 9 times out of 10, that would be shanked into the Coldblow Lane end. But it was the opposite for Malone on Saturday. And hopefully he can go from strength to strength today against the Fulham side. Left side central midfield. I'm going to persevere with George Saville. I think Gary Rowett will as well. He got kind of took off, I think, in about 70 minutes of the game on Saturday. But I think Saville, what he offers is that goal threat constantly. I think a game against Fulham as well, but know-how in the middle, kind of, cheap free kicks he can buy. Also, he's just a physical presence in there as well. I think, Sav should continue on left side centre mid. In the middle, I think Michael Clifton-Bell will still continue in that position. He's done nothing wrong since he's come into the side. Ever present, great tackler. And also, he's not scared to kind of put a tackle in and obviously get the crowd going as well. And I think in a game like this tonight, where at times you might be back against the wall, you don't want anyone to shirk away from a tackle. You want players like Clifton-Bell in there that will be able to put themselves on the line, get the fans on side, and hopefully get the atmosphere going to contribute to hopefully an attack or get us kind of moving forwards. Annoying. Right side centre mid, I'm going to go with Ryan Leonard. I'm replacing George Evans from the side, who hasn't done anything wrong, but he doesn't really contribute too much, I feel like, to our play going forwards. Obviously, he's a physical presence, George Evans, and it wouldn't surprise me if Rowett went with him again today, purely for that, if we was to try and, score set pieces or whatever. But I think Leonard, he's a ball carrier, he's a threat. You saw what he did last week from right centre-half against Portsmouth. If we can get a kind of movement going where he's bombing at defences and, defenders don't like people running at them, or putting balls in behind as well, obviously with Saville and Leonard both sides there. I think it just could be a really good combination there for us. And hopefully Keith's about to sit in the middle. Like I said, I think Keith's just going to kind of monitor it and, put some tackles in and get us kind of cheering and raring to go. Up front, Jed Wallace, 2 in 2. Don't need to say anything else about that. No. I'm going to continue with Phobie next to him and all. He grafted, I thought, last week and on Saturday, sorry. And he was unlucky not to really get a really clear-cut opportunity for him to score a goal. I think it's going to come. It really is. And I've said it now a couple of games now for Phobie. But if you watched the game on Saturday, you saw how keen he is to be here. He's really thrown himself about, putting 100% in. And for Millwall fans, what more can you really ask for that, to be honest with you? And also, I think he's got that quality. I might as well add that caveat because, yeah, it's easy to say 100%. Players like John Marcus do that. Jimmy Abdou did that. But Jimmy Abdou was a hero for a reason, right? So, anyway, doesn't matter. I mentioned Marcus there because a lot of people were critical of him, including myself. But it wasn't. I think with Phobe's case here, he not only works hard, but he's also got a clear talent that is clear to see. His hold-up play is really good as well. And at times when we go long to him, he seems to get a flick on, and he seems to be putting himself about. And for me, that's just signs of someone that really wants to be here, impress, and make a name for himself. Let's go on to the prediction league. I've done my predictions here. We've obviously got the games over a couple of days here. I'll show you briefly my results from Saturday. I think, I've done okay. What's that in total? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. It's more than I got the week before. I think I only got 3 the week before. Yeah, I think I got 3 the week before, and obviously now I've got 8 this week. So it's a marked improvement for me. Started to get my eye in on the championship. I think I was unlucky in some games. I went, 2-0 Peterborough here, and they won 2-1. I went 0-0 for Swansea Sheffield United, for example, at the bottom, and I think Sheffield United won 1-0. I think I called it quite well. Obviously, for Millwall, we won't talk about that one. If I just went for a draw, which, a 1-1 draw is what, Millwall's about nowadays, maybe we'd have got, points there, but it is what it is anyway. Let's talk about today's fixtures. I've gone with Barnsley to beat Luton 2-1. I've gone with Blackpool to beat Coventry 1-0. Huddersfield to lose to Preston. Obviously, Huddersfield got battered by Fulham, who were playing tonight 5-1 on Saturday. I don't really see, an end for them as well. I think they're going to really struggle this year, like I've said in a couple of predictions previously. In obviously our game, I've gone for 1-1. Why not? And that's probably me being positive because Fulham are going to really be a tough side tonight. They're without Harry Wilson, who I think, is quite key to what they've been doing this season so far. But then again, Cavallero came on yesterday on Saturday as a sub and scored 2 goals whilst they were down to 10 men. So they're going to be a real handful for them, and we need to be on our game to really stop them playing. Peterborough Cardiff, I've gone for 2-0. I think Cardiff got off to winning ways on the weekend as well. I think they beat Blackpool 2-0, and I expect them to go from strength to strength under Mick McCarthy and just kind of kick on this season now and make their little playoff charge. Swansea Stoke 0-0. Obviously, Russell Martin's still kind of getting his feet under the table there at Swansea against a Stoke side that are going to be quite difficult to beat. I think 0-0, quite a boring game. We'll see. Reading to win 1-0 against Bristol City. I think Reading lost. I think they beat Preston on the weekend, and I think at home again. I think I fancy them just go again and win that game. And Bristol City side that isn't too great. I think they lost to Middlesbrough on the weekend as well. Into Wednesday's games, I've gone Birmingham to draw 0-0 with Bournemouth. I think they drew 0-0 with Stoke on the weekend, and I think I see them kind of just being that side really difficult to beat under Bowyer, and kind of grinding out performances like this. Holt and Derby's draw 1-1. I think, Derby, lost to QPR 3-0. I don't think they'll get battered again by a Derby side at home. And I think, they'll kind of be a battling 1-1 draw there. Middlesbrough, QPR draw 1-1. I just mentioned QPR there, and mentioned Middlesbrough. They both won on the weekend. Both sides want to be up there. Probably everyone's contenders to be 5th and 6th for this season in the league. I think they'll probably cancel each other out. A bit like how we did against QPR the week before last. Nottingham Forest against Blackburn, I've gone for 2-1. I think Nottingham Forest got beat at the weekend at home. I think it was against Bournemouth, and I think they'll probably rise back to it and hopefully not lose back-to-back home games and maybe beat Blackburn 2-1. Again, Blackburn weren't that great on Saturday, done well to get the draw against us, but we've moved past that game now. And finally, I've gone for West Brom and Sheffield United draw 0-0. Here's your leaderboards. Ray Rouse continued on 29 points now. Fair play to him. I think I've risen a little bit. I am 41st place, and I can see Mickey's 1 point above me on 38, Mickey TMP. So we're coming for you, Mickey. Don't worry, mate. I am definitely coming for you. But yeah, I mean, at this stage, 18-point gap is quite big to Ray Rouse, but, we're going to try and make a comeback here. Keep predicting, keep doing our little game. So if you've enjoyed this video anyway, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're new around here. We'll be back with our podcast, obviously, on Thursday. We'll also have, obviously, a new video going out tonight, probably from Kai, obviously vlogging the game. So, yeah, keep your eyes up for that as well. And, yeah, come on the Lions. I hope we fucking do the business tonight. And we'll see. I'll be back, guys. See you soon. Cheers.